Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wayne Keynes. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Digicel here in Bermuda. I would like to thank our Honorable Minister, Minister Scott, for coming out. He has the responsibility for sports in Bermuda. It is indeed our privilege to have you present at our press conference this afternoon. I would like to give you a brief background into the Kickstart program. In 2007, Digicel staged its inaugural Kickstart program as a part of its brand development and our grassroots strategy. We believe that football is a part of the development, the social development of young men, both in the Caribbean and Latin America. We have noticed that most of the international football professional players started as with grassroots organizations and in clubs where they were scouted from. As such, Digicel believes that we must develop our young players both technically and socially at the earliest opportunity. The Digicel Kickstart clinics are now in their 8th year globally, and during this period we have seen thousands of aspiring young football players from across 14 countries in both the Caribbean and Central America try out for their chance to travel to the Digicel Academy in Barbados to train under the top coaches from the Chelsea Football Club. Through the clinics, these young men are not only taught about the skill of football, both technically, but they're also taught the ethos and professionalism as a good attitude and other critical attributes for being successful men and women in all walks of life. The positive and the knock-on effect from the Digicel Kickstart Clinic is untold. The young footballers are able to take their learning back not only to their local clubs, but to their countries in general. They share their technical knowledge and their enthusiasm, and they're inspired not only to motivate themselves, but their teammates, classmates, families, and friends. In 2012, we moved into a partnership with Chelsea, the champion football club. This association has brought great benefit, excitement, anticipation, and brand awareness with their clinics all around the world. And we plan to do the same this year. This is a significant partnership with Chelsea, one of Europe's finest teams. Digicel is further demonstrating its commitment to the ongoing development of grassroots football in the region. Let me explain the process. Digicel is pleased this year to partner with the Bermuda Athletic Association. Once again, our partners. John, thank you for the opportunity to partner both with Chelsea and Digicel. BAA has provided not only their facility for our clinic, but their coaches under the leadership of Kevin Johnson. They have volunteered their time and they will aid us in selecting the 30 athletes who will participate in this year's clinic. 30 young men will train under the Chelsea coaches both today and tomorrow with the hopes of being selected as one of the three young men to represent Bermuda at the Digicel Academy in Barbados in October. During the week-long academy training in Barbados in October, we will see the top 42 aspiring footballers from all across the region, and they will get the chance of a lifetime to receive intensive training from the Chelsea Football Club Foundation. We are delighted that once again this year's format will see Chelsea's coaches not only train the best of Bermuda's young footballers, but also hold a separate session where our young coaches will be taken through the latest in training techniques and coaching techniques used by the Chelsea Football Club youth teams. A welcome addition to this year's event is Bermuda's under-16 female footballers will also participate in a training session with the Chelsea Football Club on Sunday afternoon. This is a further commitment to Digicel's commitment to developing sport amongst young people regardless of gender. Again, I would like to thank John and BAA. The participants, young men, you are receiving a chance of a lifetime. Switch on, give it 110%, push hard. We want you to be selected not only for yourselves, but to represent our country around the world. To To the parents, we thank you for your commitment not only to your sons, but to developing our young men in Bermuda. I would hasten to say, when I look in this room, I can safely say that our future is in great hands. Again, to the Chelsea Football Club, the training team, thank you for coming and participating and partnering with us. To the Minister of Community, Culture, and Sport Affairs, Minister Scott, thank you for again showing your commitment to not only to the man in this room, but to the commitment in sport. David Monk, Senior International Sports Advisor for the Chelsea Football Club Foundation, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, are there any questions? I would like to turn the floor to our Minister, Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Gaines. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the invitation to join you today for the start of your 2014 Digicel Kickstart program. On behalf of the Ministry of Community, Culture and Sport, welcome to the coaches from Chelsea Football Club Foundation to Bermuda. We wish you much success in selecting 3 players from the dynamic youth talent we have here in Bermuda. You have a tough job ahead. In the coming months, our ministry will present the Bermuda government's national sports policy. After months of consultation on the subject of the progression of sports in Bermuda, the general consensus on the key mandate is youth development. We believe that young sporting talent should be recognized and nurtured. Further, it is clear that support is necessary to enhance the long-term development of our young, talented athletes. Bermuda's young footballers, both boys and girls, will benefit from the involvement of Chelsea. The opportunity to receive instruction from international coaches is a great opportunity for our youth. Let me commend Digicel Bermuda for your continued support for Bermudian athletes. The Kickstart program is a fine example of youth development and highlights how business partners can support the delivery of opportunities that may not have been otherwise attained. Thank you again for the invitation, and I wish you all the best during the training sessions. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Chelsea Football Club, I thank you all for your wonderful hospitality extended to us during our visit. I've been counting down the days since we last visited the Summer Isles, and now upon our return, we've got a greater understanding of Bermuda's high footballing ability, and alongside this, we've raised our expectations. Embarking on the 8th year of the Digicel Kickstart program, we enter a phase of evolution, whereby the Chelsea FC philosophy is in full effect. The success of last year's clinics and academy has meant that just like our football club, we must continue to improve and move forward year upon year. Reflecting upon last year's program, the highlights particularly poignant for me were witnessing the journey of 39 young players from humbling beginnings of footballers and finishing in Barbados as proud ambassadors of both their respective countries and now of Chelsea Football Club. The positive use of football as a bridge between cultures and languages was evident at last year's academy. The individual stories of each participant and their origins were played out on a football pitch in a theatrical gala worthy of an Oscar. This year's clinics will surely put our expertise to the test, and we guarantee to have certainty of our selections, and we've extended our contact time, the 30 players, to 2 full days worth of sessions. We'll conclude the second day with small-sided games and a presentation to announce the winners. With clear objectives set out upon commencing our relationship with Digicel, we at Chelsea Football Club must impact the wider community when delivering any international programme. Our goal is to convey our knowledge and expertise of developing football to local coaches, ensuring a legacy has been left, benefiting thousands of players in the region. Now, this will be achieved by once again delivering our coach education program to hopefully 30 local coaches here in Bermuda. The workshop will give an insight into our philosophy of working with grassroots players and engaging all genders and abilities in football. As a strong advocate of female football myself, we're extremely proud that the highlight of this year's clinics will entail an extra day in each market to coach a group of selected female players, thus ensuring once again we can have a positive impact on all parts of the community during our visit. The countries who have not opted for the female coaching sessions have been offered an equally wonderful opportunity of the Chelsea FC coaches visiting a local school to deliver an assembly on healthy eating and active lifestyles, as well as a fun interactive football session hosted within the school of choice. We hope that next year Bermuda can benefit from this programme as well. We consider the partnership with Digicel as a truly pioneering relationship that has and will continue to have one main outcome for this region. That outcome is purely and simply the essential continued development of football at all participating tiers. We'll be looking for three aspects from each individual in this room today. Number one, we are looking for a player who will always work their hardest. Number two, we're looking for a player who can show great technical ability across more than one position. Because ultimately, you will be playing in a match or a tournament representing a Caribbean All-Star team. And the third and final, most important aspect we are looking for, a player who can become an ambassador for Bermuda. So on that note, I wish the players all the best. I'm enthusiastic to work with the coaches here in Bermuda as well. Thank you once again, and good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Dorian, EAA.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to say a couple of brief words. We're delighted again to host this event. And welcome to Chelsea and Digicel to our facilities here at the EAA. As you can see, facilities, we've put a lot of effort into the building what we have here to show our commitment to the community and to Bermuda and what we want to develop as great footballers amongst the children on the island. And we also brought in obviously Kate Thompson here as our director of football, who's our full-time director at the club. Just again proving our commitment to the youth of the island. Thank you. Good luck to everybody, by the way.